The world of automotive restomodding has reached a new zenith with the official unveiling of the Shelby GT350TR by the master craftsmen at Trick Rides. Based in their sprawling 31,000 square foot facility in Yukon, Oklahoma, Trick Rides has spent years perfecting the art of blending mid-60s soul with 21st century engineering, and the GT350TR is perhaps their most ambitious project to date. To understand the significance of this build, one must first appreciate the legacy of Carroll Shelby, whose original GT350 redefined the American muscle car in the 1960s.
For Jason Engel, the founder of Trick Rides, this project was guided by a lifelong respect for that heritage. And the result is a machine that feels like a modern supercar wrapped in a timeless steel silhouette. When you first approach the GT350TR, you notice that while it retains the iconic fastback proportions, it carries a level of fit and finish that the original assembly lines could only dream of.
Unlike many high-end builds that have transitioned to full carbon fiber bodies, Trick Rides intentionally chose to stick with steel panels to maintain the authentic weight and feel of a classic Mustang. However, these panels have been refined with laser precision, including subtle wheel arch extensions that give the car a more muscular stance without losing its elegance. The bodywork is punctuated by modern touches, like flush-mounted front and rear glass, and high-quality hardware from Ringbrothers, including custom door handles, hinges, and wing mirrors that add a tactile sense of luxury.
Underneath that stunning steel skin lies the heart of a titan. The standard offering for the GT350TR is a supercharged 5.0-liter Toyota V8 engine that has been meticulously tuned to produce a staggering 700 horsepower. This isn't just about raw numbers, it is about how that power is delivered. The supercharger provides instantaneous torque and a relentless pull through the rev range, making this Mustang capable of challenging modern exotics on any stretch of pavement.
The engine bay itself is a work of art, with custom plumbing and a layout that showcases the modern power plant as the centerpiece of the build. For the traditionalists who prefer the raw, visceral character of a large displacement engine, Trick Rides also offers a naturally aspirated 427 cubic inch stroker motor. Regardless of the engine choice, the power is funneled through a Tremec T56 six-speed manual transmission, because Trick Rides believes that a true performance car should always involve the driver in the shifting process.
To ensure that the exhaust note matches the aggressive output, a bespoke exhaust system featuring ultimate headers and MagnaFlow mufflers provides a deep, resonant growl that turns into a high-pitched scream at redline. Performance of this magnitude requires a chassis that can handle the stress, and Trick Rides has spared no expense in the handling department. They have completely discarded the original unibody foundations in favor of a specialized platform from the Roadster shop. This new chassis provides a level of rigidity and geometry that completely transforms the driving experience. Up front, the GT350TR features an independent suspension system equipped with Fox coilover shocks, allowing for precise tuning and a ride quality that is both firm for the track and compliant for the street. The rear is supported by a parallel 4-bar suspension system matched with a heavy-duty 9-inch rear axle upgrade to manage the massive torque of the Coyote engine. Oversized sway bars from the Roadster shop at both ends ensure that body roll is virtually eliminated through the corners. To bring this 700 horsepower beast to a stop, Trick Rides installed a bare braking system featuring 6-piston calipers at the front and 4-piston units at the rear, hidden behind a set of stunning 3-pieced forge-line wheels wrapped in Continental Z-rated high-performance rubber. The interior of the GT350TR is where the fusion of eras becomes most apparent. Stepping into the cabin is like entering a high-end private lounge that just happens to be capable of 200 miles per hour. The attention to detail is obsessive, from the premium leather upholstery to the custom trim pieces that have been designed specifically for this build. One of the most touching details for any Shelby fan is the custom instrument cluster from Classic Instruments. It features 6 gauge faces bearing the iconic coiled Cobra logo and a speedometer and tachometer that proudly display Carroll Shelby's signature. It is a subtle nod to the man who started it all. Despite the vintage aesthetics, the interior is packed with modern conveniences that make it a viable grand tourer.
High-quality sound insulation,
Modern climate control and a premium audio system ensure that the GT350TR is as comfortable on a cross-country road trip as it is on a Sunday morning canyon run. Every switch, every knob, and every surface has been rethought to provide a premium tactile experience that justifies the vehicle's supercar price tag. Speaking of price, the Shelby GT350TR starts at $339,000.
While that sum puts it in the territory of modern Lamborghinis and Ferraris, it is important to remember that this is a hand-built machine that requires thousands of hours of skilled labor to complete. It is not just a car, it is a piece of rolling sculpture that offers a level of exclusivity and character that a mass-produced supercar simply cannot provide. Trick Rides has built its reputation on a no-compromise philosophy, and the GT350TR is the physical manifestation of that creed. It is a vehicle designed for the collector who wants the absolute best of both worlds. The unmistakable style of a 1965 Shelby and the soul-crushing performance of a 2026 track weapon. As the automotive world continues to move toward autonomous pods and silent electric motors, machines like the GT350TR remind us why we fell in love with driving in the first place. It is loud, it is fast, and it requires a driver who is willing to take control. In the end, the Shelby GT350TR by Trick Rides is more than just a Restomod. It is a tribute to the enduring power of American muscle, and a clear signal that the legend of the Shelby Mustang is in very good hands for the next generation of enthusiasts.